pick in the odd-numbered rounds tonight. Mike Stenzel is right there in between Michael Fabiano and John Hansen, and Michael Stenzel was the best last-place prize of the decade winner. I see what it is. Tell us, Mike, what is that last-place prize that got you so much fame?
Well, just like Richard before said, it wasn't me. I didn't come in last place. I nominated a good buddy of mine. His name is John, a colleague of mine. We're all teachers. There's 10 of us in the league. We've been in the league for a long time. And we were coming up with a last place prize in order to encourage those teams on the very bottom to keep going. We've done the $50 added to the pot or a toilet bowl trophy, but that doesn't encourage anyone. So we said, and we're in a school, and we don't condone bullying, except when it's 40-year-old men with dad bods.
Of course. So goes without saying.
If you've ever seen the movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe,
mm-hmm. Yes,
we're the Gladiators. We're New Hyde Park Memorial High School. We're the Gladiators, and we have a costume that looks like the Russell Crowe costume, except it has a really big, like cartoonish gladiator head. So the deal is, whoever lost, which was John this year, he had to dress up in that costume throughout the day and arrive door to door to the other owners and deliver coffee and donuts in that costume. Now, that costume has been worn by 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds going through puberty. I mean, it is smelly. Wow. It is awful. But, he manned up this year, and John was our lovable loser.
Now, was the costume, because I'm trying to remember the costume that Russell Crowe wore, like it wasn't, I'm thinking 300 because like in the middle of it, like it's exposed so you could see the abs and everything like that, right? And considering, you guys are the dad bodies, I mean, is the gut sticking out, everything? Like, I guess I don't want to really get that sort of mental image, but is that part of the costume?
It's not meant for mid-40-year-olds. I can tell you that right now. I think he shaved his legs that day, so that was nice. But all the students, the staff, the administrators love it. They love, and John's a great sport, so we loved having him around, walking around in that humiliating outfit. And we all had a good kick out of it.
I'm just hearing Peter Graves ask if you like gladiator movies, Danny. That's what's running through my head right now.
You ever seen a grown man? No, we'll continue here with the questioning, Mike. But so you're all teachers there, and number one, you're kind of advertising fantasy football to all the young kids. You're raising a whole generation because you're like, what are these guys doing? And then they probably know the deal, right? But how about the virtual learning? I believe you did that late last year. What are you looking at here in the fall?
Yeah, that's difficult. I mean, we all want to get back in the classroom. Every single one of us want to do the thing that we love doing. I'm an English teacher. We have all different teachers in our league, math, art, science, social studies. So we all want to get back. And virtual wasn't the greatest environment for anyone, for parents, students, teachers, anybody. So it would be great if we could all get back there safely. I'm in Long Island, so we got hit really hard in the beginning. Really hard. In fact, my district got hit really hard, but we're doing better now. So we're hoping that sometime we're doing a hybrid approach. So we're going to be in school. I'll be in school every day, but the kids will be in school every other day.
Right. Well, be safe up there. Let's get into this team a little bit here. You said all day, Mike. You were talking to you on a break earlier. You're hoping for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You had the 7th pick. You didn't know if it was going to happen with Fabs ready to poach you right in front, but Dalvin Cook fell in his lap. So you go Edwards-Helaire. Let me just read it down. You got Edwards-Helaire, Kenyon Drake, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Lockett, Terry McLaurin, Darren Waller, James White, your third running back in round 7. John Brown, Drew Brees, Emmanuel Sanders, Bryce Love, and then Matthew Stafford. First off, how happy were you to see? I see. What are you holding up there? What? I can't.
Stafford jersey. Love it.
It is a Stafford. Okay, I saw the Lions right there. All right, Stafford jersey. So you're pretty excited, but he didn't homer up. He took Brees first and waited patiently. But tell us your thoughts on Clyde Edwards-Helaire this year.
I mean, first off, I don't have him in any of the other 11 leagues. I'm always in the front of the draft or all the way at the tail end. So he was always gone by 6, 7, 8. So I was excited. I was reading up on him today. I love the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the show growing up. So I thought that would have been pretty cool to have that name. I looked at Fabiano's rankings, and I think he had him like 6th or 7th on his list. And I'm like, it's going to come down to Thomas or Henry in the 7th spot, and I'm going to flip a coin. But I was really glad that I was able to land Hilaire in that one pick and then follow up with Drake. Although it's not cool that Chase Edmonds is not around for me to grab.
Oh, damn it.
I know how that
Who
feels,
mentioned
Mike.
him? Who mentioned that guy? So Drake, and then you get the 3 wide receivers, but I guess you feel pretty good, I'm assuming, about Kenyon Drake, provided he stays healthy this year.
Yeah, I like him. I actually really like this team. Out of all my teams, I think this is my favorite team right now. I've always been a James White guy, and I like having that they're all different bye weeks, so I'm pretty good in that area. I know I need to get a different running back. I just looked up Bryce Love. Might not get the love in Washington, but I'm hearing that it might be a rumor. I think they might still like him, so I'm hoping that's still the case. I think I went too early with Stafford as my second quarterback, but I love Stafford because he's on my Lions, and I had to take him.
I've got to ask you, though, as a Long Island person, how in the wide world of sports did you become a Lions fan? I'm guessing a man named Barry had something to do with it, but that's just a guess.
My dad grew up in Detroit, and he got me into football in like the mid to late 80s, and it was on TV, and I think he was playing the Chiefs. I think Joe Montana was on the Chiefs at that time, and I just saw him rip it up every single time he touched the ball. It was like magic, and I'm like, this is going to be my team going forward. Now, that was nice for a few years. And then, there are a lot of other running backs. I have so many jerseys in my closet of Kevin Jones, of Jude, not Juju.
Javid Best. Javid Best. Oh, Joy Bell. Okay.
Yeah. All these jerseys of mine, they're just lined up. Stafford's the one I could wear every year, though.
Right. Nice. And Stafford was tremendous last year. People forget he was one of the few quarterbacks that averaged over 20 fantasy points per game, then went down the injury. And then unfortunately, you were looking at, the David Blas of the world. So didn't go very well for Detroit after Stafford went down. Let's talk about Cooper Kupp. All right. Cooper Kupp is a guy that I keep seeing falling into the 4th round. And I'm wondering myself, why? I get it. The Rams are going to run a little bit more 12 this year. But even when they were doing that last season, Cooper Kupp was still putting up points. He was getting into the end zone. He's clearly the favorite target of Jared Goff, his security blanket, should you say. So you had to be pretty happy about getting Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I mean, it's a PPR league, and a lot of the guys I picked are PPR guys. Like even Hilaire, they're predicting him to get 75 to 80 possible catches. Cooper Kupp, Lockett. So I really like, and I have a couple of guys who could burn him, like McLaurin and John Brown, Emmanuel Sanders. I paired him up with Drew Brees, but besides the running back, I mean, the depth isn't great. Everywhere else, I kind of like the team, and I love Darren Waller. I'm a huge Darren Waller fan.
Guru, any last thoughts on this squad before we cut Mike loose?
No, I feel a little bit bad about the Chase Edmonds debacle here, but I think you've got some pretty good depth here. I do think, though, you need to get another RB4 because Bryce Love, as you alluded to, kind of looked good about 2 weeks ago. He's kind of fallen back, running with the twos. I don't even know if he's a lock to make the team, not to be a buzzkill here, but a great job otherwise.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to say, just to cover my own butt, that if I made the Chase Edmonds reference right before Madison came off the board, Mike had at least one shot to take Chase Edmonds.
He did? Okay.
He did, and he passed
But then
on
you're
him,
absolved.
So I am somewhat absolved.
Not as far as I'm concerned.
That's fine. I live to mess you up, buddy. Mike Stenzel, the best last place prize of the decade. You don't want to wear the smelly gladiator uniform on a Long Island high school near you. Mike, be safe up there, and all you guys as well out there, man. We really appreciate all of you taking time out to do this, and the passion you have for fantasy football in this network is much appreciated. So thank you very much, Mike. All right, there you go, guys. We'll come back on the other side.